Good morning, children. Today in this class I am going to explain you about the structure of the nephron. So nephron is the unit of the kidney. You know there are two kidneys are present, that is one pair are present in the human being. In the last class I have explained you the structure of the kidneys, and each kidney consists of nearly 1 million of the nephrons. So the nephron is the structural and functional unit of the kidney. Okay. So the structure of the nephron consists of mainly 5 parts, that is Bowman's capsule, next proximal convoluted tubule, next loop of Henle or Henle's loop, next one is distal convoluted tubule and collecting tubule. So these are main parts in the structure of the nephron. That is, first one is the Bowman's capsule, next this is proximal convoluted tubule, next loop of Henle or Henle's loop, next part is distal convoluted tubule, and next part is the collecting tubule. Okay. So this collecting tubule finally it will ends into the renal pelvis. Okay, that I will explain you later. Okay. So these are main parts of the nephron. Now we will discuss about the parts in the nephron. So mainly nephron consists of 2 parts, that is Bowman's capsule, I told you, that is Bowman's capsule, and second one is the renal tubule. Okay, the renal tubule part is nothing but the proximal convoluted tubule, loops of Henle, distal convoluted tubule and collecting tubule. So this whole part will forms the renal tubule. Okay, so these are 2 parts of the nephrons. So first part we will discuss, that is Bowman's capsule. So this Bowman's capsule is present in the medullary region. So the Bowman's capsule is a cup-shaped structure. It is a cup-shaped structure. So at the anterior cup region, it consists of the blood vessels, that is afferent arterioles and efferent arterioles. So these are the bunch of the blood capillaries which enters into the Bowman's capsule, embedded in the Bowman's capsule's cup. So the bunch of the network of the capillaries, blood capillaries will forms the glomerulus. Okay. So the bunch of the network of the capillaries along with the Bowman's capsule will forms the Malpighian tubule, that is called as renal corpuscle. So these 2 parts, that is Bowman's capsule and glomerulus, together called as Malpighian tubule. Okay, that is called Malpighian tubule or Malpighian body or the renal corpuscle. Okay. So this is the first part, that is Bowman's capsule's part. So next part, so from the Bowman's capsule, the next part is the proximal convoluted tubule. So when the blood, impure blood, that is which consists of the excretory products, will enters into the afferent into the Bowman's capsule through the afferent arterioles. So this Bowman's capsule is lined by the porocyte cells in the inner side. The porocyte cells consist of slits, they are not continuous. So they consist of some small gaps between the cells. So from these gaps the blood will get filtered into enters into the proximal convoluted tubule. Okay. So from the Bowman's capsule, one efferent renal arteriole is arising. See, so this is the afferent renal arteriole. So this afferent renal arteriole, efferent renal arteriole will consist of some network of capillaries, right? So these are the network of capillaries. These network of capillaries which are arising from the efferent renal arteriole are called as peritubular capillaries. They are called as peritubular capillaries. Okay. So the peritubular capillaries present at the Henle's loop. These peritubular capillaries present at the Henle's loop are called as vasa recta. The peritubular capillaries present at this Henle's loop at this region, they are called as vasa recta. Okay. Now see here, the impure blood enters into the next part, that is proximal convoluted tubule. That is the first part of the renal tubule. From here it will enters into the loop of Henle. So the loop of Henle is a U-shaped structure or a pin shaped. So you know the safety pins, right? It is having some U-shaped structure. So this is the loops of Henle. From the proximal convoluted tubule, the blood will enters, the excretory product will enters into the loop of Henle. So from here it will enters into the distal convoluted tubule. Okay. So here the loop of Henle, the proximal part of the loop of Henle is the distal loop and it is the ascending loop. Okay. So the ascending loop of the Henle's loop consists of two parts, that is proximal part and distal part. Okay, it consists of proximal part and distal part. So the proximal part is thin whereas the distal part is thick. So the layers are here, the proximal part is thin whereas the distal part is thick. So from here the urine will enters into the distal convoluted tubule. It will enters into the distal convoluted tubule, which is called as DCT. Okay, from the distal convoluted tubule it will enters into the collecting tubule, which is a common tube. Okay, so this is about the structure of the nephron. Okay, here you see at the distal convoluted tubule, the almost the salts or ions and almost all the water will get reabsorbed into the blood through these capillaries. Okay, so after reabsorbing only the pure, that is concentrated urine is sent into the collecting tubule. So the collecting tubules of all the collecting tubules of all the medullary region are collected into the common tubule. So that common tubule is called as renal tubule. Okay, they are that is called as renal tubule. So the cortex region, at the cortex region, the Henle's loop is present in the cortex region, whereas this collecting tubule and is present in the medullary region. Okay, so these all will join to form the common duct. It is a common duct. Okay, next, what is duct of Bellini? So duct of Bellini means that is nothing but the concentrated urine. Okay, the collecting tubules of each renal pyramid. You know the structure of the renal pyramid. Okay, in the last class I have explained you that. So the kidney consists of, okay, this is hilus and it consists of renal pyramids. Okay, renal pyramids. So these are the renal pyramids, they are joined each other. Okay, they are renal pyramids. So this is the cortex region. Okay, this is the cortex region and this is the medullary region. Okay, this part is the medullary region part. So the renal pyramids are present in the medullary region part, whereas this Henle's loop only present in the cortex region. So remaining all the parts, that is the collecting tubules, are present at this region, that is the pelvic region. So all the collecting tubules will collect the duct and forms the duct of Bellini. Okay, the collecting tubules of each renal pyramid. So each renal pyramid collecting duct will forms the common duct, that is called as duct of Bellini. So finally it will opens into the renal papillae. From the renal papillae it will opens into the renal tubule. So this is the renal tubule. It will opens into the renal tubule. Okay. So this I will explain you after some time. Okay. Now are you clear? Next in this topic you will come to know about the two terms. That is what are cortical nephrons and juxtaglomerular kidney. Okay, cortical nephrons and juxtaglomerular kidney. Cortical nephrons means the nephrons which are present at the cortex region. The nephrons which are present at the cortex region are called as cortical nephrons. So means the nephron means that is the Henle's loop. Just now I told you the Henle's loop is extended up to the cortex region. So in some kidneys it is reduced, it is very small. Henle's loop will extend very small in the cortex region. So that is the cortical nephrons. Those type of nephrons are called as cortical nephrons. So what are juxtaglomerular kidney? Juxtaglomerular kidney means in the kidneys where the nephron Henle's loop is long and will extend up to the cortex region. It is very long tube which extends up to the cortex region. Okay, so that those type of kidneys are called as juxtamedullary kidneys, juxtaglomerular nephrons. They are called juxtaglomerular nephrons. Okay. Now what are cortical nephrons? So the cortical nephrons are reduced at the in the cortical nephrons, the vasa recta, that is blood capillary network, is reduced. Whereas in the juxtamedullary nephrons, this vasa recta is nothing but the bunch of the peritubular network. Okay, the bunch of the peritubular network is called as vasa recta. So this vasa recta is reduced in the case of cortical nephrons, whereas in the juxtamedullary nephrons it is well developed. So the capillary network is well developed in the juxtamedullary nephrons. Okay, so this is all about the structure of the kidney's nephron. Okay, so now again I will repeat. So the structure of the nephron consists of two parts, that is Bowman's capsule and renal tubule. So Bowman's capsule is a cup-like structure. So it consists of bunch of the network of the blood capillaries. So that is afferent arterioles and efferent arterioles are embedded in this cup. So that part is called as glomerulus. Okay, the glomerulus and Bowman's capsule together will forms the Malpighian. That is glomerulus and Bowman's capsule together form as a Malpighian body, which is also called as renal corpuscle. So from here the proximal convoluted tubule will form. From there U-shaped Henle's loop. The urine will enters into the U-shaped Henle's loop, which is richly supplied with the capillaries, blood capillaries, and from here it will enters into the distal convoluted tubule. From here it will enters into the collecting tubule. So the collecting tubules of all the collecting tubules of all the nephrons are collected at the renal pyramid region. So renal pyramid, so that you know the structure. So renal pyramid, I will draw only one pyramid. Okay, so the nephrons of all the ducts, ducts all will get collected at a common duct, will forms the common duct. Okay, it is a common duct, and which will enters into the next part, that is the renal tubule. Okay, so all the ducts will enters into renal tubule. From there it will enters into the urethra. So from the urethra it will enters into urinary bladder. Okay, so that is about the structure of the nephron. So in this topic you have to remember 5 points. What are podocytes? Okay, it will come to 2 marks question. Podocytes are the cells which are lined internally to the Bowman's capsule. Okay, you remember podocytes are the cells which are lined internally to the Bowman's capsule, and they are not continuous, they are having some gaps, that is slit like aperture is present. From there the excretory urine will enters into the proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, next you have to remember is what is a Malpighian body or renal corpuscle. Malpighian body or renal corpuscle, that is also 2 marks question. The glomerulus and Bowman's capsule together will form the Malpighian body. Glomerulus is nothing but the bunch of capillary networks embedded in the Bowman's capsule, so that will form the Malpighian body or the renal corpuscle. Next you have to keep it in your mind that what is the duct of Bellini. It is also important for 2 marks. Duct of Bellini is the collecting tubules of each renal pyramid joined to form the duct of Bellini. Okay, so from each renal tubule, that is all the collecting tubules will form the common duct, that is duct of Bellini, and which will enters into the renal tubule. Okay, next one you have to remember is what are cortical nephrons and juxtamedullary nephrons. So in the cortical nephrons, the peritubular capillaries which are present at the Henle's loop are reduced. Okay, next what are juxtamedullary nephrons? So in the juxtamedullary nephrons, the peritubular capillaries are well developed, okay, at the loop of Henle. Okay, these two you keep it in your mind. Next, what are cortical nephrons and what is cortical kidney and juxtaglomerular kidneys. So cortical kidneys are nothing but the at the cortex region, the Henle's loop is present. If the Henle's loop is extended up to the cortex region, that type of kidney is called cortical nephrons or cortical kidneys. And what are the juxtamedullary kidney? Juxtamedullary kidney means the Henle's loop is somewhat, it is long when long or extends very long into the cortex region. Okay, that is called as juxtamedullary kidney. Okay, cortical kidney means the Henle's loop extends to a little bit into the cortex region, whereas juxtamedullary kidney means the Henle's loop will extends very long up to the cortex region. Okay, so this is about the structure of the nephron.